Greetings guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette and this is my channel Evolve with Monette. I'm a professional intuitive empath and I am so happy to share some energy with you today. So we're going to get right into the video. Topic, line, subject, that's the words I'm looking for. Mercury retrograde. Guys, comment below if it's been kicking your butt. It's been kicking mine. And I talk all day, so that doesn't work. So what I want to do is I want to get into some stuff going on with Saturn. Now we have a Saturn retrograde that we got into, and I've got my notes here, so bear with me. It began May 10th of this year, 2020, and it ends September 29th. So Saturn, okay, I've pulled a card here for us just to kind of, so you can kind of get a visual of the energy of Saturn. Saturn's about long journeys. Saturn's about the long vision. Great Wall of China definitely involved with Saturn, even though this is just someone that is building a wall. But it made me think of the Great Wall of China. It made me think of the energy of long-term investments to gain something that's going to be building a legacy. That is what Saturn deals with. So it's a part of you that accepts challenges to gain wisdom. And so when Saturn goes retrograde, what you do is you have a lot of time to kind of dig through the archives to understand exactly what's going on regarding your sense of duty pertaining to relationship and authority, as well as relating to your way of working. So those two major areas that run a great deal of our life, relationship and authority to maybe bosses, or how we divvy up the share of relationship in a day-to-day spread. Saturn has a lot of stuff happening here in our society. I'm going to be making another video about, I know this isn't, insipid, I know it is, but I'm going to be making a video about Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, and how Saturn is kicking their butt right now, because Saturn is always taking account of what you do. Definitely is associated very highly with karma, and so there's some information there. So if you want to, stay tuned for that video, which is going to be coming. But what I want to get into here is how it's going to affect you, things you might need to pay attention to as you are dealing with Saturn in retrograde. So if it's dealing with our authority, being responsible, working within restrictions, and teaching you lessons, and so Saturn especially is the ruling planet of karma. Saturn is the ruling planet of karma. So this karma that everybody speaks of, and they're so excited to dole it out and dish it out, and who's going to get it and how's it coming. Saturn is the one who's in charge of karma, okay? So it's very important. You know what they say, be careful how you treat people, or be careful of the things that you think you're getting away with, or you're doing or not. Saturn always comes in to regulators, mount up, and teaches a lesson, okay? That is what Saturn does. So it deals with those issues. So when Saturn retrogrades, karmic debts are sorted out. So if someone has gotten away with something, hence the Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson reference, they're no longer getting away with it. And it's so big and cataclysmic that they have to pay attention, and it causes great change to happen. This is not something that this guy's going to get out of, but again, I'm already jumping into the video because that's going to be juicy. So it being the ruling planet of karma, that's what we're dealing with here. And it represents the blending of the past, the present, and the future. And so what it does is it asks us to review what we've learned regarding themes, especially themes that pertain to Saturn, like boundaries, discipline, self-discipline, responsibilities, and authority. And because it's a longer transit, so this is a long period of time for Saturn to be in retrograde. Saturn is a very slow-moving planet associated with Earth, associated with Capricorn, associated with fathers and long lessons. So it takes 28.5 years for Saturn to get back to the place in your chart from the moment you were born. And what that means is we really come of age at about 28.5. And again, I have a video here about Saturn returns and what to expect at your first, second, and third Saturn return. But I just want you to understand, we are having a longer retrograde, which is affecting us in this way. It gives us time to really sort through our issues, but that doesn't mean that it's without its challenges. So it's going to be forming something that's important for you to know. Two very catalyzing squares. So an intense Mars square. Mars is the planet of action, of primal passion, I have some cards here, and I'm going to see if I can find it. And here it is right on top. Your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. So it's going to be squaring. Squaring means that it's not in a happy place, okay? That's my non-professional astrologer information, okay? But squaring means that it is going against and forming literally in the sky a square, from what I'm understanding, regarding this other planet. So it means that you'll most likely feel heavy weight of responsibilities and reality checks. You're not getting away with anything with this transit, guys. You're not getting away with anything with this. None of us are. None of us are. We're all having to kind of take a look at what we have created, what we have built, if we like who we are, if we are happy with what we've created in our lives. That's what Saturn comes in to do. But the thing to remember here is that Saturn is always like a good dad, a balanced dad, a fair and a wise teacher. It will only create havoc in your life if you have not gotten the previous lessons that Saturn was trying to teach you, okay? So it's a fair and a wise teacher, and Saturn retrograde will bring rewards our way, especially if real efforts were made the last time it was direct. So it was direct over the last couple of years, okay? So heads up, 7-Up. If you have not been doing what you need to do, you're going to feel, sorry guys, I have an eyelash, of course. You're going to feel the energy of feeling as though you are not, life isn't fair. Life is going to feel hard for you at this time, and it will feel hard for you over the next few months. It's going to feel really, really crushing and really tough. I don't know that life feels amazing for any of us. I feel like we are all adjusting to a new normal regarding COVID, the pandemic, and quarantine, regarding social justice issues that are recalibrating. We are in the age of Aquarius, and so that's why you're noticing these big humanitarian efforts come to the fore in a way that seems insurmountable, but also undeniable. We are going to have changes with all rights. So whether it is rights for people that are of various ethnicities and colors, Black Lives Matter, or for the LGBTQ community, Aquarius being in a humanitarian space right now is changing us, but it's also asking us, did we learn the lessons with Saturn? So that's where I go back to. So the reason that Saturn is here is to say, you guys said you made changes, but it didn't feel like you made changes because we still are treating people with a sense of equality. Saturn is coming to take account for that. All right, so if anybody is watching, please feel free to timestamp below, because I'm going to run through your signs individually so we can take a look at what it's going to do or how this retrograde is going to affect you. So Saturn and Aries first. So now's the time to kind of figure out how to say no to things regarding work. So if you've been taking on too much, Aries, this is the place that you want to kind of adjust this. Saturn's presence right now in your career sector is teaching you a lot about boundaries when it comes to networking. So you have to adjust some of these things, and you need to take a break from time to time, especially if people are not appreciative of what you're doing. So it's important that you're discerning here. You don't have to accept every single career opportunity that gets flung in your direction. And Aries, that is sometimes very hard for you, because with Aries here, what you guys want to do, and I've got my cards here, Aries, the energy around you is dynamic. Okay, it's dynamic, it's spontaneous, it's crusading, impulsive, and sometimes actions that are not always the most thought out happen. Aries, ruled by Mars, the god of war. So it's important for you to understand, but also wanting to conquer and to dominate. And so I don't want you to get caught up, Aries, here in thinking that you have to win at everything. This is the energy that they're asking you to be really careful about. I'm going to pull one clarifier. Going to be working with my new deck. Oh my gosh, guys, can you even stand it? Can you even stand it? Thank you for being a friend. Come on. Oh my gosh, I had put down all things Golden Girls because I was traumatized and having some PTSD. And my angel said, girl, you got to live your life. And you love the Golden Girls. So I found this deck and it just absolutely started to bring me back. All right, let me pull one card for you real quick, Aries, and then we're going to go on to the next sign. So this is going to be your challenge. I love this. And this is not gender specific. The Queen of Swords, I love that it's Dorothy. How appropriate, right? If you watch the Golden Girls, is she not the Queen of Swords? cutting people's heads off with your head with her words. Sharp wit, right? So the energy of this, guys, is to understand that when you're dealing with your work situations, it's okay to say no, and it's okay to move forward, and it's okay to set boundaries. This person takes no stuff. This person is paying attention, and she's discerning, okay? So that is what I want you to know. Taurus, let's take a look here. Saturn retrograde Taurus, my Taurans. I am a Taurus moon, so I always read this one for myself. I always kind of pay attention and suck in that good energy. Saturn retrograde is transforming the way you see and relate to the world, okay, Taurus? So you've been assessing in the past years the order of which an ideology works for you. So now is a chance to fine-tune your findings. It's important for you to focus on the beliefs that continue to serve you. So you might have some outworn beliefs here, Taurus, okay? And you need to feel free to cut cords with any that are past their sell-by date. Y'all, with my moon in Taurus, my emotions and feelings, I just had to do this. I had to cut some things that were past their sell-by date, trim away any old beliefs and people, and also dump philosophical baggage that isn't helping you to grow into the person that you want to be, Taurus. So if something doesn't work, if something that your tribe put into you and said, this is how you should be, or this is how it is, take a look. Does that still work for the person you've become? All right, we got some flippers here for you, Taurus. I was only going to take God, I think it's perfect. Well, it's the moon. Dorothy shows up again. All right, Taurus. So this is the energy of the moon. I want you to understand that this is about you releasing, getting deep, going deep, digging into a place of understanding what secrets you may have been keeping from yourself, what secrets you may have been keeping from others around you, what works for you. I love the moon here. And I'm thinking of it also along with the high priestess. So this is facilitating deeper thought processes as well as outmoded ideas. It's time to kind of shake things up, and they're asking you to move into a direction that is fully created by you. I love this too because this is all about creation and Taurus moon mother energy. Okay, so this is an amazing kind of pull to clarify that. So that's something you need to be working on in this retrograde. Excavate your secrets, Taurus. It's time to do away and dispel of these outworn things. Gemini. With Saturn teaching you lessons about rebirth and transformation over the past couple of years, you've probably felt inclined to go inward and figure out your personal boundaries, Gemini. I'm a Gemini rising, so I get you, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you've been taking advantage of this year's introspective vibe, which is so important because it's important. If you haven't, Saturn will force you to. If you haven't, Geminis, you guys, quick action. Cerebral air energy, quick, swords. If you're looking at the cards, what I want you to understand is you've got to go deep. You got to dig deep. This is so uncomfortable when you're dealing with Gemini energy because it's superficial and in the best way, meaning you guys are fun, vibrant, effervescent. You're popcorn and trail mix. You know, you're not like a steak and potatoes. There's a time and place for everything, and your energy is so needed in the world, Gemini. So what they're saying here is take advantage of what has already been happening, because digging in will help you to find deeper sources of nourishment for your soul. It's totally worth it, Gems. Do not be afraid to explore what's beneath the surface of your desires, okay? So why do you want the thing you want? Let me take a look here and see. Oh, we have a real jumper. Justice, Gemini. You want justice. You're craving. I love this. Look at us. We've got Rose being beautiful between the pillars of justice here. You want justice. You want connection, Gems. That is super important for you. You want justice and connections that feel like they're honoring the person that you are, you know? And I think that that matters a great deal. Also, if you felt like there was injustice here, what you need to understand is as we come to the end of this retrograde, you're going to be feeling back in balance. You're going to be like, okay, I did the hard work. I kind of put myself away for a while. I did the things I didn't want to do emotionally, the deep dives. And now I'm in a place where I actually feel like I'm being seen and I'm being heard. And I actually feel like maybe justice this time for you, Geminis, was served. Cancer, let's move forward. Saturn has likely put you through the ringer, my Cancers, okay? Have you been through the ringer? It's put you through the ringer, especially when it comes to your interpersonal relationships. So it's important, Cancer, to remember You're probably feeling frustrated by all the love drama, especially over the past year. It must have felt to me, when I'm looking at your energy, like a total and complete burden. This had to have freaked you out, Cancer, because you guys like steady, deep, private waters, right? So it must have freaked you out. You're at the end of this journey, okay? Because the things you learned in the past year have been priceless, but you're at the end of the journey now, and this is the last chance to reflect on the level of responsibility that you bring to your most important relationships. So it's time to integrate, Cancer, the lessons you've been learning in love with faith that there's a romantic light at the end of the tunnel. Have some of you guys felt like your love was locked down? Let's take a look. Oh man, I love it when universe. I want you to see how this happened. I'm shuffling. The one card flipped, okay? I haven't touched anything. I'm going to flip it over. This is your card. We're going to slide her out. And it's the 10 of Pentacles. You can't make this stuff up, Cancer. This is about marriage, relationship, steady building, because whenever we're dealing with Pentacles, what we're dealing with is the ability to be completely grounded and completely happy regarding a relationship that we've invested into. I'm going to see if I can scan the other deck real quick and find you another depiction of that, because I think it's really important for you to understand the bliss that awaits you, especially because you did some heavy lifting this year. Especially, you guys have gone a little bit longer than this retrograde. You've been really working on this. So it's important for you to know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it was worth it for me to take an extra couple seconds here to flip through all these cards. Of course, watch it be the last one. Here we go. I love this depiction for you. 10 of Pentacles. This is happy family, happy togetherness, financial abundance. Cancer, we know you love that, okay? Financial abundance, as well as multi-generational legacy building. This is what you've been doing, Cancer, and that's what you're moving towards. Leos, my Leo tribe, love you guys so much. Listen up, this is what's coming up for you, my friendly Leos. Your day-to-day life probably looks entirely different than it did a few years ago, doesn't it, Leo? Y'all, if you could have told me that my life would be what it is today, I would never have said that is the truth. But here we are. And this is because Saturn has been nudging you towards revamping your long-time habits. So Leos, that's what we've been dealing with, is revamping our long-time habits. Definitely not a fun lesson. It has not been a fun lesson to learn. But the huge tool for you is personal growth here, Leo, okay? For you, this retrograde is all about fine-tuning the new lifestyle you've built for yourself so that you can inject more balance into your life. It's time for Leos to up self-care. This is health, this is diet, this is also beauty, whatever self-care is for you. And during this retrograde, it's time to kind of dig in and try to implement some changes for self-care, okay? And stick with your healthy new habits, because Saturn will help you stick with these healthy new habits, okay? So let's see, when we got one that fell out here for you guys. King of Wands. This is us in our power, Leos. King of Wands, fantastic. And here we have, I don't remember this guy's name. Oh my gosh, whose boyfriend was this? Was this Sophia's boyfriend? I think it was one of her boyfriends. They were busy, weren't they? This is us in our power. This is King of Wands is totally associated with the fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sag, but this is us, Leo. So we want to be passionate, we want to be fiery, and that means that when I see this as well, I'm thinking of metabolism, of shifting that. I'm thinking of passionately being focused on career or other things. I'm thinking of building routine for you, okay, Leo? So that's what Saturn's going to help you do in this time frame. Virgo. Virgos, let me tell you something. I have developed such a sweet spot for you. I have more Virgo in my chart than anything. So I'm very much this earthy, kind of fiery, airy energy. I have a lot of stuff going on. A nice balance, I would say. But Virgos, this has been an interesting thing. This is where we get to finally shine. You know how everything is like not about Virgo? This is where Saturn loves it. Okay, but let's talk about it. No one wants to feel restricted to the excuse me. No one wants to feel restricted when it comes to the way that they experience pleasure and fun. But Saturn has been forcing Virgos to evaluate how you use your creative energy. Okay, have you lost any creative energy? Have you felt any sense of fun? I know I've gone into a real like work mode, which I super attribute to this Virgoian energy. I have it in Jupiter and I have it in Saturn. Right now we have a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, which is just expanding that focus workaholic energy. So that's another video I will make. But guys, if you've lost the fun, because I have I have lost the fun, it's important to bring back your creativity. So if your answer is yes to having lost the fun, then this retrograde is an amazing opportunity for you guys to really indulge in the simple pleasures, to bring back simple pleasures in your life. So start building up your sense of pleasure with small things now. So over this retrograde, look how awesome that is for us Virgos. Even though, again, I'm not a sun sign Virgo, but I so claim this part because they say if you start building this up now, then watch it blossom once Saturn moves forward again. So by September 29th, you're going to be like, so I'm totally winning. And look, Virgo, for the first time, for Saturn, it's like, calamity and crushing. What it is for Virgos is a time to have like simple pleasures, like make homemade ice cream or go on a walk or spend time at home. I think that's what we're all doing. Let me see what your cards are here, Virgo. All right. The Empress. Simple pleasures for the down-to-earth queen. You know what I love about the Empress is she is the queen who is down to earth. She's approachable. She knows her boundaries, but she also knows how to enjoy the simple things in life, okay? I love that for you. The Empress has it all. And you know what I love about Virgo, too? Just so I'm going to do a whole Virgo video, guys. I've got so much love for this energy. The thing about this, too, with Virgo is that you guys... Virgo is in charge of all of the things. This is why Virgo is the expert. Virgo is in charge of all of the things. So if there is a building that's housing doctors, it's called a hospital. Virgo builds as a hospital. If there is a school, then Virgo is in charge of the teachers and the administration. There is a bank, your money. Every suit in the sign Virgo rules over. Very powerful lesson about that. So because Virgo gets things done. So the thing you need to get done, actually, Virgo, there's no homework. The homework is like relax, do fun little happy things and start to integrate back into yourself so that by the time we blast out of this return, you are ready to really have It's so funny. The universe is prescribing that you build fun into your life so that it becomes a routine. I can't, Virgo. It's so Virgoian. It's so meta. I can't even take it. Libra, let's move on. You're entering a new phase when it comes to the responsibilities in your home life. So Saturn has focused on the theme of building a secure nest or taking care of your family. So it's time to kind of use your time wisely here and to meditate so that you can best support your loved ones without forgetting about your own needs, Libra. You know how you guys like everything balanced. So there's Saturn here is just trying to help you get everything into balance, okay? So you need to support your own inner circle. We know you love your peeps, Libra, and it's good. But you're also learning to honor your own boundaries and taking things as they come. Pardon me, guys, as I start reading lately and channeling, I notice that my nose runs. It's the weirdest thing. If you're a reader and you've had that happen or any other weird phenomenon, let me know. Super. All right, God. Y'all, I can't even take it. I got two cards for you guys, and I'm going to take them because they are totally Libra energy. First of all, we have Wands, and we have Two of Pentacles. We've got Blanche and Sophia here, but it's 2 and 2. Libra, what are you always trying to do? You're always trying to get yourself into balance. You're always trying to get yourself into balance. Let me see if I can find your card here. That's hilarious to me. The energy is diplomatic, it's gracious, it seeks harmony and balance in relationships, okay? And I'm going to throw up here Virgo, because I missed you guys. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with discriminating and diligent, painstaking airs. Virgo, sit down somewhere, please. Start making a habit out of fun, okay? Instead of working all the time. All right. Did I miss anybody? Did I do Tauruses? I didn't do Tauruses. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature, which is rich, earthy, and productive, okay? All right. We're caught up. And Leo, oh my goodness, how could I forget my Leos? The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, passionate, and it focuses on the importance of self-belief. Okay, Libra, they want you to balance your energy. Stop overdoing it with famalam. It's time to pay attention to yourself and bring yourself into balance. Okay? Love that for you. Moving on. Scorpio. Let's see what we've got for the Scorps. You spent the last year discovering new ways to express yourself, Scorpio, and now it's time to start building your confidence in these skills, okay? So your Saturn journey has been about learning how to communicate in many different forms. Let me hear your body talk. That's what I just heard. I mean, I'm not trying to be in your business, Scorps, but that's what I heard. I'm not surprised. Scorpio. So what they're saying is it's about communicating differently, whether your progress has been through writing, speaking, painting, filming. Use this retrograde to pat yourself on the back for a job well done. So while you've still got lots to learn, this backspin, so going back with this retrograde, can be a time to pause and celebrate your growth. Scorpio, the energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. I have a video coming up about Scorpio energy. It is used to describe karmics. Do not be triggered, Scorpios. Not all of you are that at all. But it rules your sign. Your sign rules your sign. Your sign rules the energy that happens in third-party situations, because you guys are so good at secrets and like snaking things if you want to be a snake. Not all Scorpios are that at all. In fact, here's a positive. I've had to learn this lesson with this. Scorpio snake energy, when that comes up and the two integrate, it's because Scorpios are about transformation. And that's why sometimes there's that association. So there's a positive and a negative to everything. You guys are like major transformative people. Scorpio recently just absolutely changed my life. And I thought at first not for the good, and it turned out to be one of the best things that ever happened. Scorpios are amazing. And it's so weird how it happens. Cool lesson coming up. Sagittarius, your relationship to finances, assets, and overall value has been defined and refined over the past couple of years. Sag, now it's an opportunity to start applying all you have learned to your real life experiences. Saturn has taught you a very valuable lesson about money, your connection to your own sense of self-worth. Use this retrograde to renew your financial situation, as well as see all the different ways that you can earn some extra money. That should be interesting, Sag. So multiple streams of business coming up for you. That is fantastic. Let me see if I can find your card. Here we go. The energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. Fantastic, Sag. Okay. And you know what I didn't do? Oh my goodness, Scorpios and Sages. I do not want to shortcut you. All right. Communication. This was for Scorpio. Sorry, guys. I'm backtracking. Scorpio, this is your card. 8 of Wands. This is about communication. Remember they said that you learn new ways to communicate? Let me hear your body talk. So Scorpios, this rest of this retrograde, practice honing your skills that you learned with it so that you can move forward and forward and forward and forward. I love it for you guys. All right. Let's see here. Sagittarius, what is your card? Okay. I am not surprised. Sagittarius, the Emperor, the King. Sagittarius, what they're saying here, and the Emperor likes to have things and has a lot of assets. So they're saying to really mind your financial abundance here, and you can be in charge of your storehouse. I'm thinking of Joseph, who was in charge of the wheat storehouses, and though he wasn't an emperor, there was an energy of taking control. So this is Stanley Spornak here. He was always having multiple streams of income too. Oh my God, how cool. He was always having multiple streams of income. Remember, he was always like selling like whoopee cushions and like weird he had a lot of get rich quick schemes, not gonna lie, Sag, not gonna lie, but let's use the positive. Always let's extract the positive. The positive is that he was a hustler. Ask about him, okay? Cassidy would have been proud. He was a hustler. So be this. Work hard diligently and have several ways that you're having money come in. All right, let's move on. Capricorn. As you enter the Saturn retrograde, you do so entirely as a new person. Capricorn, as you've learned more hard lesson over the past years than you can count, Saturn comes back for one last dip in your sign before leaving for good at the end of the year. You've changed and matured so much over the past 2 years, but don't lose your focus just yet. Okay, guys? There's one last valuable lesson on the horizon, and the rewards will be sweet once 2021 arrives. Once it's all over, you realize that you wouldn't change your growth for anything. Wouldn't take nothing for my journey now, is what I just heard. I love that. And that's how I've been feeling. I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Sometimes you don't feel like that journey is going to be what you think. And then, like, life is amazing and you have surprises. All right. 10 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. 2 came out for you guys. I'm going to take it. The beginning and the end. So something is ending here, Sag. Last lesson, not Sag, excuse me, Capricorn. Something is ending here, Capricorn. This is your last lesson. This is all about work-related things. You're really coming into your power regarding understanding your responsibilities, where you end and something new begins. Okay, this is going to expand your financial wealth as well, from what I'm seeing here, as Ace of Wands is wishes granted regarding work related relations and situations. Also expanding businesses, flourishing, growth, and new opportunities. Okay, so that is what is happening for them. Aquarius, moving on. Your spiritual boundaries have been tested lately, Aquarius. Have they been? Have they been tested? And you may have found yourself questioning every single thing that you believe and feel. Now is the time to start trusting your intuition. Saturn has been working its magic and bringing important lessons and psychic guidance your way. Listening and paying attention right now will set you up for success, especially as Saturn prepares to enter the sign of yours, Aquarius, at the end of 2020 for a 2.5-year stay. What popped out for you is the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I love it for you guys. Now listen here, Aquarius, is that Wheel of Fortune is about bringing you into ultimate levels of success, because Aquarius, we had this energy with you where it's not just about getting there quickly. It was about really having it sink in. So the energy for Aquarius is freedom loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. We are in the age of Aquarius right now, so this is extra blessings and abundance for you. And the Wheel of Fortune is about a karmic movement. So you've got double karma, but in the best way. You are moving, Aquarius, from this place of being stagnant to a place of nothing can stop you. You can't not move forward with the Wheel of Fortune, and it's positive for you here. Very well aspected. The other thing that comes up, okay, I'm just going to take all the cards. I'm so sorry. I don't even know why I didn't notice that. Aquarius, we have something else happening here. We have the Lovers. This is Gemini energy, okay? But it's also about what's changing here. So there's a change happening here. You're ready for this. You're ready for love. I just heard Indiari, I'm ready for love. And then the next thing that comes up here is the Queen of Wands. Aquarius, this is you and your power flourishing, especially regarding career. Okay, this black cat feels particularly auspicious. It is about a harbinger of things to come. Aquarius, in this card, what I'm seeing here, Queen of Wands holding a sunflower. This is dealing with August. Sunflower, this is an energy dealing with Leo. The color, yellow, Leo as well, August, as well as solar plexus, chakra, and raising. Aquarius, you're getting a little bit extra here because I have like goosebumps about this. This is about you stepping into your power, okay? This is about you stepping into your power. And Leo is your opposite sign, Aquarius, as well. So they're saying that you're going to be integrating those aspects of yourself, the humanitarian Aquarius, as well as the Leo energy of like, I'm going out. I'm taking the world by storm. I'm moving forward. I feel grounded in my power. Okay. So that's the energy that comes up here. Popping back to Capricorn, guys, bear with me. Capricorn, the energy around you is serious, materialistic, hardworking, and bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. I'm sorry, my loves. So sorry about that. All right, last but not least, my Pisces. I have a Pisces friend who always says to me, oh, I hate that we're last. I'm sorry, sweetie. Your friendships have been in a state of flux lately, and you've been learning a lot about that and how to stand up for yourself and work as a part of a group. Get ready to put those new skills to practice now, Pisces. During this retrograde, revisit your personal connections and decide which ones are worth the work and which ones are not, and which ones are on their way out of the door. Don't keep spending energy, Pisces, on things and people that don't vibe, amen, with your higher purpose. Let's take a look and see what universe has for Pisces. Do we have a flipper? We do. We have two. Knight of Wands, passionate Empress. The passionate Empress, male or female, these cards apply. They're saying you need to not only ride high, but they're saying be secure, speak up for yourself. This Knight of Wands is passionate, knows what he wants, goes after it. The Empress is grounded. There's a blending of energy for you here. You know what I like? To add to your watery energy, we now have Earth with the Empress and fire. What I'm hearing for you, Pisces, there's a lot of grounding and balancing that's going to take place for you as we finish up this retrograde, which started on May 10th and ends on September 29th. Okay, guys? So, excuse me. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope that that was helpful for you. I hope that you got some insight. Please stay tuned because I will have a video coming shortly about Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, why the last 2 years didn't work out the way they thought it would. This also applies if you've had any wrongdoing in your life. If someone has done you wrong, if you've been going through a situation, a business litigation, a divorce, restructuring of contracts and deals, the way that the people were dealing with you the last 2 years is going, their fruit. They will be known by their fruit, and a lot of people will be exposed. Expose them, drag them, like that's happening right now, whether they want it or not, or whether they saw it coming or not, because Saturn is a great karmic equalizer. Thank you so much for sharing some energy with me, guys, today. I love it when we talk. If you know about what your Saturn experience is, or you relate to anything I said, please comment below. That's really how we evolve together, folks. See you soon.